All right, so we are going to have a brief session here with on Father's Day with my daughter. Yay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Converting a youngin.
No, this is just for Father's Day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now.
You're going to be hooked by the end of the night.
That's right. As much as she's huge Harry Potter fan. So,
So's my daughter. Spent $50 at Universal for a wand. I thought I was crazy.
yeah, yeah. The things we do for our daughters.
Mm.
Yes. Uh, so no, it's good. She's going to fit right in. She will be a enterprising person. So what we want to do, Hill, um, is what we want to do is roll you up a character. So what kind of character would you like to play? Would you like to play kind of a fighter, someone who casts spells, more of a priest, or we have a couple thieves already. You could be a variant of a fighter, of course, in different things. It's up to you. Um, you could be like a holy warrior, a paladin, or you could be like a ranger, kind of like Aragorn, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be like Conan the Barbarian. You could be a barbarian. Um, there's different things you can play.
I don't know.
There's
Maybe
if you
guess if
well check it out. If you go under go up to records up top. Up top, let's familiarize yourself with Fantasy Grounds. So up top, you'll have menus, records, and books. Okay, the very first thing I need you to do is go to menus, upper left. Okay, you find it?
got it.
All right, go to modules. Click modules. Or is that right? Modules? I think so. Yeah, yeah. Modules.
Hmm.
And then some things are going to pop up. Um, you want to load like the player's handbook, AD&D 2E player's handbook. Do you see that? What do you see under modules?
AD&D,
Yeah.
complete barbarians, and
Yeah,
complete fighters.
yeah, you can load those, no problem. Um, load the player's handbook to be sure. Um, you could you can load the Dungeon Master's Guide if you'd like. It doesn't matter. Um, um, but that's yeah. So those are the big ones you need to take care of. Let's see what else. I think that's fine. I think you could load if you want. You can go to the next page, or if it all might be on one page. I don't know. Um, calendars. We could do calendars, I guess, for you. Let's see. I think that's probably good. Oh, there's a Dungeon Master's Guide players. Yeah, you could load that. Um, yeah. Okay. I think that's probably good. So once you have those things loaded, um, basically what it's doing, it's aligning your um, your system with mine. You're able to reference all the materials I've got, other things checked. Now, if you go over to records, once you close that, if you go over to records, um, if you look under classes that says characters, classes, encounters, images, you look under classes, if you click that, that shows you all the things you can be in terms of like your character. You can be an abjurer, which is like a magician, a bard, someone who
I don't see
sings
anything
and.
under classes.
Okay, you don't see any classes yet under records?
Yeah.
What do you see under records?
Under records, if I click on classes, there's literally nothing.
Okay, that's because it's not been activated. Okay, so menu, let's see, go to your library. Yeah, sorry. Go up to menu under library, and I think, is there an activation there somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure those are activated. Well, they should be if you loaded them under modules. Did you so did you load when you saw like the AD&D 2E Player's Handbook? Did you load that? Click the load button under modules.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Well, it should give you the records. I'm not sure why it wouldn't show you.
Okay, I think we're getting there. Yep, there we go.
Okay. Just took a
I was
second.
just
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
struggling.
All right. So those are your choices-ish kind of thing. There's also I don't know why. Let's see. I don't know why it's not showing like a barbarian. Oh, because I have okay. If you classes under all, it will show it if you click all. So there's like up top the group. I have for some reason under 2E Player's Handbook. If you toggle that and select all, it will show you the barbarian as well. Yeah, as a choice. Although to be honest with you, I'm not overly familiar with. We can read it. We can read up on it, but that's the barbarian. But we got to roll your character, I guess. And all this might be a bit premature. So so here's what we did for the rest of the guys. So if you do you see the chat box? So I'll say hi in chat box. You see that? The chat box is to the left. It's kind of hello.
Yes, got it.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so what you can do is if you type \roll, if you type in if you type in a backslash right to the right and the word roll space, type in 4d6 d1. What happens is it will roll 4 dice and drop the lowest.
46 what?
Yeah, so I'll
You
type
did
it out.
it.
So roll
Oh, you did it.
4d6d1. You type in that without the parentheses. Yeah, look at that. So that would be like your first. That would be your first thing. I'm gonna write these down. So 11. That's one. Let's look up. Go ahead and roll again. I don't have to write them down. Obviously, they're here. But so if you nice 14.
Again?
Yeah, do it. Total of 6 times. You got 4 more times. 10. 10's average, right? So 9, 10, 11, very average. 14's above average. 12, average, good. Ooh, yeah, 11. Okay,
That was not good.
that's all right. That's fine. Very average, which is not bad. You don't want like a 3. 3 is not good. Ooh, look at that. There you
Hey,
go, 17. Nice, very nice. Okay, so with that 17, that basically allows you to play just about any character. So now that's the fact that you rolled that, because some characters like a paladin require like a 17, perhaps charisma or something. So
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, you get to pick now what you want in terms of the class, and then we'll put those attributes onto your character. We're going to build you a character real quick. So what we have in the party right now is Justin is a fighter slash mage. He's a dual class, multi-class. John is a thief. John LaTemple is a fighter slash cleric, and David is a thief. That's what we got. So it doesn't matter we can have more thieves, we can have more fighters, we can have whatever. It doesn't really matter. What's the difference between a transmuter and an enchanter? It's like there's special schools, like in Harry Potter. There's like you specialize in the herbalist or this or that. There's more of a specialization. Necromancer, death magic, obviously invoker versus diviner, looking for the future, conjurer to conjure up things. I think if you want to play it down the middle, you can just play the straight up mage. Mage can cast any spells. You know, if you want to do that, or you can do anything you want.
I don't know. I'll be an enchanter.
Okay. All right. So here's what you're going to do. So go to. All right. Fine. Go up to the top. Again to records, right? And click characters. Okay. Character will come up, and there should be a little plus symbol down at the right-hand column, right? Add item. Okay. And by doing that, it should pull up like this character sheet. Did it pull up for you? H backslash, yeah. So there it is, right? It just pulled it up. So you have the stuff in front of you. So if you, let's go ahead and class and level. So you see where it says class and level, click to select.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab where it says enchanter. I'll do it for you. I'm going to drag it over to the class and level. So there it is, enchanter 1, a level 1. That's great. Now, do you have a preference for a race? Do you want to be a human, a half elf, an elf, a halfling, a dwarf? Where are your choices? Well, it's under, you could click to select.
I'll be a half elf.
Okay. Let's drag the half elf onto there. Check. Perfect. And now what we're going to do, I'll do it for you real quick. So those roles you had, I'm going to go ahead and add them to your slot. So for a mage, you want your principal, your primary attribute's intelligence. So we're going to give you a 17 intelligence here. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Skills, abilities. Oh, man. How do I edit this? I should be able to edit this. Let's see. I'm forgetting how to. Oh, right here, up the wheel. My bad. All right, so yeah. Okay, so your intelligence is gonna be 17. Check. And then we'll just put the rest. The rest is pretty average. 14 will give you Constitution. I don't think it gets you a
Put
bonus.
it on dexterity.
Yeah, Dexterity. And there's neither pluses or minuses for anything else. We'll give you the 10 Strength. That's the least thing you need.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you 11 Charisma. Your leadership ability. Give you a 12 Wisdom. And that gives you 11 Constitution. All right, fine. Perfect. Now you're set there. Great. Okay, so then the next thing, we want to give yourself a name, so think of a name. And when you're ready, just type it in.
You're being scored on your creativity, so don't screw it up.
All right. Bonus spells. Let's see what kind of bonus spells you get. A specialist gains 1 additional spell per spell level. It's in the specialist school, right? Enchanter. Cool. Okay. Enchanter. Opposition school. Enchantment, charm, and the opposition is invocation, evocation, and necromancy. Okay. Okay. So basically, here's how this works. Hill, as you're think of a name, M. All right. Let me know when you've got some bandwidth. Think of a name, and no problem. And you're a half elf, so I'll create for you a picture real quick. Let me think about this.
Can I have a placeholder as a name and then change it?
Yeah, of course. You can change it anytime. You can change any of this anytime. So I am going to my text channel. If you look into text, you can still say, by the way, you can still stay in voice, but if you click in Discord under text, you'll see what I'm about to do. So imagine half elf. You're a female or a male? Female. Okay, female. Enchanter. What kind of hair do you want? What color hair? Any descriptors? What kind of robe? Green, red, pink?
Ooh, pink.
Pink. You want a pink robe? You want what color hair? Do you want like pink hair? Do you want, you know, whatever? You go
Pink hair. Yeah,
nuts.
long pink hair.
Pink. Half elf character. In a pink robe with long pink hair. Magical energy radiating from character. Okay. Let's just see what happens there. Pretty standard. It's going to give you 4 choices, and see if you like any of them, and we'll assign that as your character portrait, and then you build off her. And the cool thing is, Hill, as you one of the really fun things about this is just the story build. You know, you're going to enter this story with no background, completely up to you. It's a blank slate for you to. How did you get there? What's your background? Where are you coming from? What's your deal? You know, what's your about? What are your goals? How do you become an enchanter? Things like that. Okay. So this is, if you click on here's 4. Now we can go very pink. Let's do them again. Submit again. If we like one, we'll upscale it, do some variations on it. How about holding a staff? Maybe. Pretty cool.
Where am I clicking to see the pictures?
Up in general, text. So in Discord, there's a voice channel, but above it's a text channel, and you just click into
Oh,
general.
okay.
and you're seeing these kind of appear. And if you click the 4,
Okay.
there's 4 of them.
Either one on the right.
Okay, but I'm making 4
Oh,
more.
wow.
And if you want to, you can look below as well. And if you click on the 4, it will bring them up in closer detail. And you can decide if there's one you like or not like. Pretty cool.
Bottom left's scary.
Yeah, the ears are,
That's what I was
no,
looking at. The bottom left.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool if we could just get the ears a little bit less, which we can. So we'll go, okay, well, let's upscale number
Okay.
3. So what we're going to do is we're upscale 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how it goes, top or left. And now let's vary, we'll just say, okay, we've upscaled it. And now we'll say, see if I can vary the region around her ears. I'm not sure I'll be able to. See.
You really going to penalize an elf for having big ears?
Yeah, just a little too big. That 15, 20 minutes. You gets you charged, not fully charged, but okay. Nah, it doesn't. It's too small. Okay, no problem. We can let's just go ahead and vary it. We can vary it subtly, and then what we'll do is we'll create that for your character. I'll copy it, paste it, and that will be character. Just making some small variations here. Yeah, cool. I'll just grab, I don't know, bottom left again, I guess. This time without the crazy ears. We'll upscale bottom 3, and that'll be your picture. And we can always change it later. Okay, save image. Save image as, okay. Images. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I'll do that down. I'm going to get back into the gaming channel. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, Hill, for your character, nice name. So I'm going to click the box where her portrait is, and I'm going to, well, I need to refresh the assets. I'll do that now. And now I will go to folder. I don't have it portrait, so I need to just move it real quick. Fantasy Grounds. Okay. Portraits. I always forget where this stuff is stored, frankly. Campaigns. Okay. Cut. Go back. Back. Fantasy Grounds. Portraits. Perfect. Paste. Perfect. Okay. So now when we're going to go into, let's refresh the assets. Okay, cool. All right, so now you're locked and loaded with her. If you go hill to um, records up top and go to spells, if you click that open, and then you go to, well, basically, I have to. First of all, I need to level you appropriately because you're not coming into this at first level. You'll be second level, pretty high up second level. So we're going to we're going to level you up, check, and we're going to give you what these guys have, about 3,500 experience. Okay, good. And so now at second level, I think you'll have 3 first level spells. Need to verify that. Um,
I find I clicked level 2, so now we're
yep, you're level 2 now. Enchanter 2. You're good. You don't have to do anything else there. But what we need to do is drag some spells into. Oh, you kick level 2 for spells under level. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. So you just go back to just level 1. Frankly, that's the only spell you can get at the moment. So I'll show you. Um, okay, so Enchanter. I'm gonna bring it up. Under your well, um, general tables. Wizard spell progression. So at second level, you'll get 2 first level spells, but you actually get a third first level in the category only of enchantment because you're enchanter. So you can pick, um, because you specialize in enchanting, you'll get to go ahead and add any 2 first level spells. I'll just make sure that they're not necromancy or invoker in nature. Um, oh, sorry. Type um, is no, type's fine. School. I guess you could put, if you want, you could put enchantment, and you pick any spell from that's first level. Type in 1 first level. Select first level, and then you can. What you'll do is you'll drag it to your character. So you'll see the tabs right on your character. You have main, skills, inventory, abilities, notes, actions. You want to go to actions, the last tab. You'll be using the main tab and the actions tab the most. Okay, under actions, you'll see 2 tabs in actions, weapons and powers. If you click powers, this is basically this is um, um, where you're going to drag and drop these spells. Okay, so if you look at these spells, these are any number of ones you can use. Charm person, command friends, hypnotism, magical stone, pass without a trace, sleep, or taunt. As always, with the red little box next to it, you can click on that, pull it up, and it shows you what it does. But you can never go wrong with like a command or a charm person or hypnotism. Anything like this is pretty cool. Sleep is great, by the way. Those are good spells. Um, so when you're ready to pick one of those, you grab it by the red box and just drop it into the thing. And then we're going to get out of this. And you can pick 2 other spells and add those, which will be very useful. Magic Missile is a great one. Yeah, Magic Missile is a great one. But you pick whatever you want, okay? And then there's a
Does she
lot.
automatically get read magic?
Yeah, she automatically gets Read Magic. She automatically gets Detect Magic, I believe. If not, that's what we're going to call here as a GM rule. Under her skill, she
yeah,
has.
picked the level 1 enchantment
Cool.
one for sleep.
Okay.
Um So what other ones do I click over?
Great. Okay, so now just get rid of the School of Enchantment. Just get rid of that and just put nothing there. Now you can pick from any other first level spell. Pick 2 of them and drag them. We just got to make sure it's not in your School of Opposition. Your School of Opposition is Necromancy
Okay.
and Invocation. So I think Invocation would be like summoning spells, like Unseen Servants, probably Invocation. No, it's actually Arcane, so never mind. So this is fun. This is part of the fun of D&D. I just definitely wanted you to see this. Yeah, I'm going to give you.
Do they have Shocking Grasp on there?
They do. Shocking Grasp was right there. It is. It is. So you get to add 2 more. I just add those as default. Detect and read magic, I think, is the most close thing I would have to a cantrip, which is like a level 0 spell. So, but there's cool things. Some like Burning Hands, Shocking Grasp are all things are offensive spells. Magic Missile is an offensive spell. It automatically hits. But there are other spells that not are offensive that could be pretty cool. Fairy Fire is an example. That's what the Drow have, the Dark Elves. And it basically kind of, you can outline multiple objects with a pale glowing light, and you get a bonus to hit. Your colleagues do. And so that's an example of something. Entangle is a cool spell. In that, but Entangle, these are this is kind of, it's somehow it's mixing. Okay, I was got divine ones in here. We don't want divine spells. We want arcane, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm tracking now. All right, so conjuration, evocation. Okay, that's you can't use magic missile. That's evocation. That's fine. But you could use shocking grasp, or burning hand, burning hands, whatever. I believe, maybe not. Hold on.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right. Burning hands command. Cool. All right. So, good stuff. So you're kind of set. So the last thing I want to do is make sure you have some inventory. There should be. Wish there was like in 5e. It's really easy because you can get like starting like wizard pack or something. So I'm going to go into items. I'm going to just give you a bunch of just adventuring gear. Let's see if it's in here at all. No. Okay. Mage starter bundle. There you go. Thank you. Okay. So I've just added some stuff. You got a robe, a spell book, paper, ink vial. A weapon, Hill, you can use a staff, you can use a dagger, you can use, I think, a sling. I can't recall. But those are some some typical weapons. You can't wear armor. As a caster, you're not allowed to wear armor. But so I'm gonna hook you up with a couple daggers. You can throw them, or you can just stab them if you're close to somebody. 2 daggers. We'll give you a quarterstaff too. Kind of what you I don't know if you want a staff or not. You may not. You tell me. Your thing. What's your thing?
I don't know. I'm fine with a dagger.
Okay. All right. You got 2 daggers on you. Cool. Your power is your magic, not hand-to-hand combat. Okay. Cool. For now, this is good. Gold. They took all your gold. No big deal. So you'll see what's up. All right. Awesome, guys. All right. So we've got Hillary at least basically outfitted just to get going. We'll dial her in as time goes on. All right. Very cool. You're picking up like a duck in water, man. You're just taking to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out this map. And what's going to happen is you guys are going to see this map. And what I'd like to do, I'm going to change my, basically change the music vibe here. So the adventure doesn't begin any longer. Now we're in the more of a darker theme here. Okay. So John, Dickie, go ahead and
Yeah.
if you could just once you give a recap for Hillary and Justin, what happened last week? Where are we at and what happened last week?
All right. We ended up going through this magical teleportation portal. We blew the SAT question, how to get out, and then we had to fight a battle to get out. Was our second chance when the guy Zerk came through and gave us a second chance with this talking skull that was in the wall. Get out of that trap, go down further in the dungeon, have our first encounter with the drow, and then we have to circle back because these Spider-Man guys, there are 2 different factions of them, and the the scout from the Rebel faction was with us, Vlad. He ended up having to go back and fight the leader of the main faction that's in this, I call it a nest of Spider-Men. And that's where we are. They had a big battle. It's over, and Andrew takes off from here. And I'm not sure where we're going next.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Right. So yeah. So basically, the big picture story to dial that in beyond what Dickie just said. So that's the current situation. Big picture story is that you've been sent to investigate this thing. Um, the the 4 of you, the 4 of them, are kind of under authority for a year to the Viscount, I think it was, or the Baron, I forgot which, of the town they're in, that they've come from. And so they're basically investigating this area out. These chitons, Chitine, these chitons are kind of, they were humans and they're humanoid, but over the years they were slaves to the dark elves. And the dark elves live, called the drow, or um, the drow, or I don't know how else you'd pronounce it. I think there's another way, but I don't know. So these beings over time have kind of become spider-like. They have 4 limbs. They can shoot webs from their abdomen. But they were enslaved by the Dark Elves, who are evil. And a faction of them had escaped from the deep, deep underground, which actually, through the crevice, came into this kind of area. Further, that faction broke into 2 again. There was a faction that was upstairs. There's an upstairs. You guys are currently downstairs. Upstairs, you learned that there's a faction that's trying to leave this area and just exist out in the world, that they left this faction downstairs because there were some crazy things happening. There was a leader named Callum who is they felt crazy. He had found some kind of artifact, um, and um, and it was creating portals to open up and some nasty critters to be stepping through. So the party came downstairs with one of those rebel chitons, let's call them. The rebel chiton was deemed a traitor. There was a standoff. He was going to get killed. He claimed leadership of the tribe, a fight for it, and he lost, uh, albeit by duplicitous means, but he lost. He got killed. Um, there are 100 of these spider beings, not to mention their pet spiders around this area. And they've all been, basically, they've been surrounded, the party, by these spider people called chitons again. And the leader of that tribe has told his guards to come on, bring them with me. And so that's where we are. You guys are, you're being kind of herded underneath. So if you imagine these are big, kind of large balls that are interconnected. It holds 100 or more of these spider creatures inside, but underneath they don't sit on the ground. They're off the ground. The webbing supports this, and underneath there is kind of is a large area um, that has kind of a conference area, kind of a place where there's seats and a council. Let's call it like a council area where clearly the tribal leader talks to his council of advisors. But it's in this large area underneath these this kind of domish egg sacs, as it were. You're being herded into, and you're placed squarely in front of this guy as he sits inside like a webby kind of chair that's made of web. He sits in there. You have, at least, I would say 15 to 20 guards behind you with javelins and short swords, making sure you don't do anything foolish. There are 6 of you, of course, a party, um, um, and as of now, of course, Eloria has not entered the picture. Right. So this creature, he stands up, right, and he says, uh, "Now that the traitor has been dealt with, what is it that brings you here?" Does anyone want to answer? And really, Justin and of
Sorry,
course.
cut out right then for me. What was...
Oh, sorry. So the leader that had just vanquished Vlad in one to one man to man or chitin to chitin combat, basically asked, "What are you doing here? Why have you come?"
I mean, the rebel faction wanted us to go find a way down through the dungeon. I don't know why. I can't remember, to be honest with you, Andrew.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, they wanted to put a stop, I think, to um, um, the craziness, the stuff that is the portals that are opening, and this madman Calum that they felt was just increasingly out of control and out of touch.
Yeah, well, we can't tell him he's the madman.
But this isn't the guy. This is not Caleb. Caleb is not here. He went. Caleb went, and you, if you just answer, he'll kind of divulge a little bit of the story if you talk to him.
Well, we were trying to shut the portals for whoever the queen is up there, the rebel faction, to help her because she wanted to do that before she moved above ground. And we were trying to broker to find some land for her to live up above the ground after she shut the portal.
Mm.
She
He
didn't
said,
want anything bad
yeah,
following her out.
yeah. Yeah, this guy spits and froths at the mouth a little bit, and he says, Ellen is not the queen. She's a traitor. She has taken part of our tribe away from us in a time of need, and curse her name. She is not the leader. When Calum comes back, he will deal with her appropriately. And then he looks around and he says, the only reason I don't kill you now is because I have need for you. And he says, it's an interesting thing. Uh, we've been chosen. We're chosen people, I believe, and in our time of need, a bit of deliverance has been given to us. He says. He goes on to say, um, we have need for you. Uh, he says, Calum is our supreme leader, and he will know what to do with you. But the problem is, Calum went down underground to get the Dreamstone. The Dreamstone is an artifact that will free us once and for all of our people from the Drow. We will vanquish the Drow with the Dreamstone. Calum has told us as much. He's foreseen it, and he went down to get it. And he told us 2 days hence he would be back with the Dreamstone. That was over a week ago. We need you to go find what happened to Calum. Bring him back and help him if need be.
Well, can you give us any more information than that? Like which direction he went? Any message you want us to give to him if we find him? I mean, we got a lot more details we need to work out.
He says, he says, below south, our guards will take you to the area where there is a um, uh, a stairwell that goes down. Beyond that, we cannot say. You see, as mighty as we are, we could go down ourselves. We don't need your paltry help, except for the fact that he swore to us. He made us swear that we would not follow him under any conditions. And honor to our tribal chief is everything to us. So we are not allowed to follow him down. He said he'd be back in 2 days, and that's been over 7 moons ago, 7 nights ago. But you are not us. You did not make this promise. You did not make this oath. We need you to go down. But before you do, we have something else we need you to take care of first. And this will prove your worth in going after Calum. With that, he nods and he grabs Dromlin and grabs Darvius, and he pulls them aside and he puts them to their knees and he puts swords to their neck. He has the guards put swords to their neck, and he says, "These two stay with us as insurance. What we need you to do is there are 2 salt mines north of our position. The one salt mine we've almost exhausted in the mining, and our people need its salt. The other salt mine is next to it, but no chitin would willingly go into the salt mine. There is a non-living creature in there, and we will not be in the same area as a non-living creature." And that's all he says.
So you're going to keep our cleric that deals with the undead as a prisoner?
I don't care how you do it. These two, this filthy dwarf and this filthy elf, they will be run through if you don't come back. But if you don't feel you're sufficient, bring the other prisoner. And with that, the guards come. They leave. A couple guards leave. A few minutes later, they drag They drag what appears to be a female in pink tattered robes a bit, cuts the cords, the bindings from her hands where they're tied, and they throw her on the ground in front of you and says, "Here, you can take this one. We didn't know what to do with her anyhow, as she was caught upstairs, wandering around. We grabbed her, uh, and maybe she'll die with you. Maybe she'll succeed. You take her, but these two stay. You
Dave,
go."
we give up John and Dave for a pretty girl. Okay, I think you've sold us on it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right. So,
This guy should have sold used cars.
yeah,
Go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, right. What a trade-off, John and Dave. Yeah. So, I love it. So,
Okay.
so anyhow, for whatever reason, however logical, illogical it may be, these guys are holding two of your party hostage as insurance. They say there's a non-living thing, whatever that means, up, and their superstitions are such that they refuse to enter that salt mine, but they need access. So they want you to go check it out. You do that, you come back, and then the guards will lead you down to the stairwell going down to find Calum,
Okay.
to find out what's
But
happened to
is there
Calum.
any message that this guy wants us to give to his leader if we happen to find him?
As say, yeah, you can just say, you know, uh,
Inside, come home soon.
yeah, no, there's no message we can give you. He may kill you on the spot or kill us on the make us slaughter ourselves for chasing after him. No, it must look like just a coincidence, as you might say in common tongue. It is a coincidence that you have been down there. Uh, uh,
So you want me to accidentally find your leader and tell them that he's missing, come home?
hmm, yes.
I want to make sure I get this right because I'm only going to get a chance to tell him this story one time. So
No.
I'll do this to get my two friends. If
He.
I can't bring your leader back by force, right? I assume he's too powerful for me to force to do that. Feed his ego.
A dwarf. He says. Enough of this nonsense. He says, our leader keeps his word. If he's not back, it's not because he doesn't choose to be, it's because he's in a predicament. We need you to spring him from his predicament so he can keep his word and his oath and come back to us with the Dreamstone. That is
So
what
I'll
we need for
rescue
you.
your leader and then you'll release my two friends.
That
That's
is
the deal.
that is correct.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Start moving us where you want us to go. South on this map or where?
Okay. So if you guys head north, you will see what happens. So let's take um, I'm going to take Darvius um, off the map. I'm going to take um, yeah, I'm going to take him off the map.
So
Take it.
we've got the other magic user and Zert.
Oh, and I need to drop. Okay, so let me
Okay,
reshare.
I see.
Yeah, let me reshare. Aloria has not been able to see the record because her token wasn't on it. I forgot.
Okay.
So now she can see the record. Okay. You see that, Aloria? Kind of see what we're seeing now. Hill.
Hillary.
Yes.
Yeah, you see the kind of map and the web and the stuff. If you drag, if you just left click, if you grab your token and drag and drop, you can move your token around. Okay. Okay. So,
Am I in the right spot, Andrew?
you'll see. You keep going north and to the west. You'll see. Well, in fact, it's only logical that guards would be leading you. So um, let's just bring you to where the guards are. I'm gonna
Okay.
You guys come through this area. You come upon some mining carts
Okay, we're
here.
going to the right then up there.
Yeah,
This.
exactly. You're going through the right up here. So I think I got everybody. Yeah, and over to the straight ahead, you see some guards, at least 4 to 5 guards flanking this area right here, straight ahead to the northeast.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to let the guards go first.
The guards.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. And
they're leading the way till wherever they lead us off from when they
right.
drop us off.
So there are 4 guards stationed outside of this little corridor, and there are 3 to 4 guards, 2 guards leading you and 2 guards behind you, a total of 8 guards in this area. And the 4 guards in front of this area salute to attention the guy leading you, and he says, he can't speak common tongue. He just points in there. Okay, he just points. He points in the direction of to go in there. Okay, that's what we got going on.
All right, so the guards are at this point getting ready to leave us, basically, right?
Yeah, they're basically telling you to go inside.
Okay. Increase size. I'm having a hard time figuring this map out here. I'm trying to get in the middle of it here. Okay. Still going to the northeast.
Right. So let me draw you an arrow. You're going in here. You're going this way.
Okay. So put Zerd up front and Justin behind him. And then the 2 magic users, and I'll be in the rear.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So so that's what you see when these chitons are directing you into this area. As soon as Otto, you get within the confines between these 2 walls, going through this corridor, which is about 8 feet wide. It's lightly lit in here um, from from fluorescence on the wall, not through any torches because they refuse to come in here. But there is some lighting in here.
All right. Did we get any of the stuff out of our bag before we left, like the cloaks and the elven boots and all that stuff?
You have on you whatever it is you're wearing. You do not have your bags, but they did give you your weapons back, knowing full well that there's nothing you could do to prevent. You couldn't
Right,
caught.
but I'm saying the stuff we picked up last time, the elven cloak and the
No,
boots. Do I have those?
no, you do
No.
not. No, no.
Okay.
Your backpacks are back.
All
Um,
right.
but okay, so this is kind of what's going on. So let me go ahead and as you come in here, let me get down to the bottom here. Okay, so as you go through these walls, you see a thin finger of fresh exploratory mining to the southwest, which is really where you are. Reveals a figure caught in the midst of a salt vein. This figure is humanoid, but so mummified that it's impossible to tell its race. The entire surface of the rigid body is encrusted in salt. You see beyond that, you see a circular chamber with salt crystals and a big dome of salt all around. Um, just really a massive body of salt that's piled up, crystallized in this chamber. But there is, again, to the front of
Is
this,
there any chance this is the
figure.
one thing they're afraid of? This thing in the wall?
It's really this humanoid thing that seems to be quite still, actually. That is in the salt. Right here in the front of the salt, there's a humanoid, but highly mummified. That's what's got. That's what's going on right here. So let's
Okay.
So it's the statue that they're afraid of?
yeah, it's not. It's just kind of a humanoid. A humanoid figure. Yeah, that's what they maybe. You don't know. Some non-living thing they're afraid of, for certain. Search says, "What kind of pansy stuff is this? This is stupid." He goes and kicks the salt. What am I doing down here? This is the worst 50 gold I ever got in my life. He comes over, he kicks the salt. He looks down at the encrusted thing. What
Oh,
is
I see
this?
it in the map. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is there any other tracks or anything that would lead us to believe where one of those other chitons are, this leader guy? We just see this one thing here, right?
no, you just see this is. It looks to be a dead end. Guards have flanked there. You cannot leave. There are 8 guards with their javelins kind of drawn and, well, obviously drawn, but they're not sheathed, of course. But they're just kind of in formation, let's just say. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'd just take my 10-foot pole and start poking on it till it falls apart, hopefully. That it's just a statue of salt there.
Right. Um,
And if it starts to animate, then we got to back up and try to figure out if we can kill it.
yeah. Right. Okay. All right.
Don't
So
have a better plan than that without a cleric. So,
right. All right. So yeah, it's you guys are kind of looking around, wondering how on earth you got into this predicament.
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
So
my
yeah, go
my
ahead.
detect magic, is that a spell?
It
Like,
it
is that gonna take up a spell slot?
Yeah, it's a spell that you know, but it
Okay.
is a spell, detect
Okay.
magic. Yeah. So as Otto starts poking around with this thing, hoping and kind of smashing it on the foot, hoping it to fall apart, it in fact does the opposite. It doesn't fall apart, but it in fact um, starts to wiggle, and it breaks forth. It starts to break forth of the crusted salt with a large crack, and you hear a massive crack as this thing inexplicably starts to stand up, and this humanoid is starting to stand up, and in fact, when it breaks loose completely, um, you have a glimpse of this is kind of what you see. I'll push this out to you.
this on Discord.
I'm about to share it now.
Okay.
That kind of is what stands up in front of you. Uh, silent as the grave, but there's an unholy kind of light that's coming through the sockets of this, what appears to be maybe a salt mummy. So what I need you guys to do is to roll initiative, because this thing is it is up, and it's awake, and it wants presumably some water here. So so Hill, what you
I go
do
to
if you
combat tracker.
yes,
Is that it?
if you so Hill, first thing you need to do is open the combat tracker under menus. Okay, you with me?
Yes, sorry, I couldn't switch tabs fast enough. Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. So okay. So just open the combat tracker. So this this is pretty cool. The little combat tracker. Um, and then under your, if you click your the picture of your character up top, it brings up your main character page, right? Towards the bottom, under combat, there's something called INIT. There you go. You rolled an 8. So Very good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll for this guy. All right. All right, Salt Mummy. Okay. Need to roll. Okay, we're going to remove him from combat tracker. Remove Darvius from combat tracker.
Andrew, does
Yeah.
this appear to be any type of flesh, or is it like all salt?
It just appears to be just encrusted in salt. I think there's flesh underneath it, actually.
Okay.
But where the salt begins and where this ends, you're not entirely sure.
All right.
Okay. And Zert had a 7. Okay. All right. So, so now we're going to start combat, and this is yeah. So now we've got a little battle to do. So, Flanagan, you get to go first. Yeah. So, all right. So you'll see how this goes, Hill. You will in fact see how this goes. Let me put him down.
Okay, so I'm.
So he's
so-
right. He's right here.
No, wait, that's me. Okay, there's Salt Mummy. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. I have no spell slots because we haven't taken a long rest. So I am going to just draw my sword and see if I can't take a chunk out of him.
All right, go for it. Go ahead and get within 5 feet, crunching over some salt. And Hill, what you can do, the easiest thing I could tell you to do is if you, Flanagan has, when you click on Flanagan, it like shows he's got like a sword. Flynn, one thing you can do is just take the attack M and drop it onto the Salt Mummy in the combat tracker. It might be easier than dropping it on the token or using control, It's an easy way to do it.
Doing what?
So under your combat tracker where you have like the attack M highlighted, right? If you just drag and drop that onto the Salt Mummy in the combat tracker, it will target him with that. Basically.
Oh, okay.
It's an easy. You don't have to go to the map. You can just do it from the combat tracker if you want. You just drop the dice onto the Salt Mummy.
Yes.
Whoa! A critical hit.
Oh
Nice. Go ahead and do your damage.
yeah.
Wow. So Flanagan he's not liking this. Maybe he's trying to impress the other half elf, or he's trying to impress the half elf mage in the pink robe. But he has just opened a can of whoop butt on the Salt Mummy. All right.
What question? Because I think it's the first time I've used my sword.
Okay.
Which
Just
damage do I use? Because I have the 1d. I have the 1d8 and then I have the 1d12.
it should be 1d8 if memory serves. It's
Okay.
like single-handed
It's a
versus.
humanoid size. It's a normal size creature, yeah.
Yeah, I remember 1e back in the
Okay,
day.
so
You can use a bastard sword
yeah, 'cause
one-handed or
it says
two-handed.
1d8 slashing, and then the other one is 1d12 slashing large.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Just this.
So,
Go with the
yeah.
1d8.
I mean, I was assuming it was just a 1d8.
Right.
'cause, I mean,
Nice. Okay. You did some damage to old mums here. Nice. Okay. Very good.
nice.
All right. Otto, what do you want to do? Your turn.
I'm hoping that he turned his attention to the other attack. I want to see if I can get a backstab on him and go for a sword, if that's possible.
Okay. Give me a chance.
Is that under abilities or?
Yeah, yeah. So let's just give it a chance. He's definitely not with it, and his attention is turned. But let's go ahead and let's see skills. Um, I'll give
Skills,
you
okay.
a 50-50 chance to be to get it to flank him. This isn't a hide in shadows, but it's basically a flank. So go ahead and roll the
Roll
percentile
the
dice.
percentage dice.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. We'll say 96. We'll say 99. You got around him. That's fine.
Okay, so should be +4 for hitting from the rear.
Yeah. So
So do
so
I just,
so what you want to do is you want to
is
you
it
don't
the
have to
modifier here,
yeah what
+4
no you don't have to do any of that. So what you need to do is go to your um
actions?
um. Let me pull you up. Where's Otto? There he is. Um. Oh, he's over here. Okay. So go to actions.
Uh-huh,
Go to powers. Okay. You see
powers. Okay, yeah.
backstab multiplier. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
Click the magnifying glass. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Now the effect, drag both of those onto your character in the combat tracker. So the little guy
drag,
that's walking, those little buttons, the walking buttons, drag both of them onto your character.
okay. Is that the little red thing?
No.
Okay,
Not the red thing, but the little guy walking. It looks like it's next to effect.
next to effect. Okay, backstab, okay.
Right. I'll
The
show you.
gear,
I'll no. I'll go ahead and do it for you.
okay.
You'll see on the video on the recording. No problem. Okay, so it's loaded. So why don't you go ahead and roll
Go back to weapons then and roll for my sword.
exactly. So let's see, where are you? You're right here. I'll go ahead and
Short sword.
um,
All right.
um all right,
What is
you
that?
definitely hit
Six
him. Go ahead and roll your
+4.
damage. Yep.
Okay, then it's
It'll apply the damage automatically.
it'll double it automatically with the backstab. Yeah,
It
okay,
it did.
good.
Yeah. It was a
Okay,
times two, right? Okay, good.
right.
Good. So you stuck him with your sword.
Short sword.
Yeah. Okay. So he turns around. A 1 to 3, he deals with Flanagan. 4 to 6, he deals with Otto.
Dessert, not get a shot or not?
He's a little too far away. He's next.
Okay.
Okay. He stays in front of the elf. Now the salt mummy reaches out and make sure he is salt mummy. Okay. Yeah. There he goes. Okay. So he's going to claw you, and he misses. Is that all you got, Mr. Mummy? Let me check his number of attacks. Hold on. Ah, you suck. All right. Yep. Arrgh! And he swipes, and that's it. He misses you, but you recognize you do not want to get hit by this thing, um, Flynn. This is not something you want to get hit by. All right, Spurgner can do nothing. He's out of spells. He
Hillary's
is,
gonna have to throw burning hands.
but he's going to run up and try to swipe him with his quarterstaff.
Okay.
All right, and that is what he does, and he misses badly. All right, and now we go to Zert. Zert gets up here as well, and Zert also takes a swing with his sword. Ooh, 20.
Mhm.
He hits and doesn't do a ton of damage. Okay, so Hill, your first attack. So basically you got a bunch of guys surrounding this salt mummy. You're in the back. What would you like to do?
Definitely not do burning hands. Oops. Definitely not do burning hands because doesn't that affect all of them in the area?
I don't know. I forget. Let's see. Burning Hands. When the wizard casts
So,
a
like,
spell,
burn.
flame shoots. His hand must be held. The fan like must touch each other. Burning Hands send out flames 5 foot long and horizontal. Nice. Any creature there. Yeah, go ahead and light them up, man. You'll know these people. You don't know these people. Light them up, man.
That's awful.
Like, all you idiot men. Why did I get captured? Where are these spider people? I'm going to light
Not
all
to
of you
do
up.
that.
Nice.
So,
Just wait till next round
You
and
could.
go at the beginning of the round, and we'll try to get out of your way.
Yeah,
okay.
you
I
you
mean,
can.
I can't do anything with the dagger.
No, you can't. But there's other things you can do, like you say, all of you get out of the way, and I've got something for this creature or something, right? You can tell them that or whatever.
So the magic user and Zert may get out of the way, and I'll try to get behind it. So I'll try to do another backstab again. Hopefully that his body will be between me and the flames if we get hit.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's up to you. You do whatever you want,
With
Hill.
my
This is
spells,
yeah.
do I have unlimited spells with these?
You don't. You have you can cast
One shot.
3. You can cast 3 first level
So use
spells,
it
any of
again?
them. You can use 3 of them in a row, or you can 2 and 1 or 1 1 and 1. Up to you. But you have 3 spells per day you can cast, and then it comes back the next day after rest. And of course, you get more as you go up in level. As you get stronger, you get more and more and better spells and more of them, etc.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I should ask for something. I really don't know.
Well, it's a good plan to tell him to back out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think you can light this thing up with some fire, say, "You idiot men, get out of the way so I can do something," or whatever, right? And that will be your turn. And what can happen too, Hill, and same thing with you, Flanagan, and Otto. You can have an action at the ready, right? So if you can't go on your turn, you say, "Look, I'm going to go ahead and prepare this thing." It's basically I've drawn my gun and my finger's on the trigger, and when I say so, I'm firing. So you can have this spell at the ready. You can yell for them to get out the way, and then next turn you'll go first because you've already have it at the ready, right? You'll be at the top of the initiative. Same thing with anyone, knocking an arrow, have it drawn, something like that. So you can hold your action, and then you can go first the next round.
All right, we'll just let her
Okay.
shoot next
I mean,
round. I'm gonna go over here in the corner and get away once she yells at me.
Okay.
I'm going there.
All right. Let's so
okay.
that
Okay, idiot men, get out of the way.
yeah. All right. Right. Um.
Like
Okay.
like the
Okay.
first time ever I listened. Go ahead.
Okay. Cool. I just went on to next round, and
Mhm.
you these guys I suspect get out of the way. Now let's see, Flynn. Spurgner's the only one that's a little slow to get out of the way. So the salt mummies, well, we'll just play it like this. Okay. Well, they're out of the way. You can go ahead. They can move. Not the end of their turn. But so what we want to do is to target something. I'm going to click your token. Right. The circle goes over it. We are going to hold down the control key. I'm going to left click the mummy, your target. So he is now targeted. So now what you want to do is go to your Actions tab where it says Burning Hands, click the magnifying glass, and click the cast spell. Okay. Oh, not a good roll. Unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, that's a save. No, that's a good roll. That's a really good roll. Sorry, that was not you to hit. That was the mummy to save. He misses save. So go ahead and click your damage. See the little blood drop? Go ahead and click that. Nice. You did some heavy damage to him. Very nice. So, Aloria, this lady in pink, you guys have no idea, this elf, this half elf in pink, rolls up her sleeves, crackles with some fire, and sends it at the mummy. He's enveloped in a flame, and his hands are waving. His hands are waving up and down. All right, Flanagan, you see this? You've moved out of the way. What do you want to do now that this enchanter has lit this thing up? You can move back in if you want. Go again.
Yeah, I still got my sword drawn, so yeah, I'm just gonna go back in for an attack.
Okay. All right, go for it. Ooh, not a good. Oh, so in his he Flanagan went in and he tripped over a big piece of salt that was kind of he didn't see. He fell down. He is prone. Flynn is on the ground, which means he's very easy to hit should the mummy try to. Otto, you're back up.
All right. Does the mummy still on fire?
The mummy is, yeah, briefly on fire. Not, I mean, it's dying now, but well, let
Can
me.
I just
What?
throw a flask of oil on him and keep him going?
Hold on. How long does this spell last till? Duration instantaneous. Yeah. No, it's just instantaneous. Yeah, yeah. It's quenched. So what's your question, Otto?
Well, I'll just fire 2 arrows with a short bow if I can
Yeah,
while
go for.
he's
Yeah.
looking at the other guy. So I'm going to take my short bow here
Okay.
and roll an attack.
Yeah, go for it. Oh man. Ay ay ay. My poor mummy. All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, hold on.
Wow.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. So you lit this up. You put a you knocked an arrow. You put it deep into his chest cavity. The mummy is reeling, but he's not quite down yet. He sees the he sees
But I get
this
one more attack with the bow this round, don't I, or not?
at the end of the round. You will.
Okay. All right.
But right now he sees this elf that at his feet, and he gets down and he tries to swipe the elf on his back. And he misses. How could he miss? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I didn't apply prone effect to see, would have made a difference. AC 10 for attack 8. I gotta redo that. Sorry, Flynn. Prone. All right, Flynn is prone. Let's try this again. That was a hit. All right, let's do damage. All right, so he does 5 damage, but in addition to the damage, let me see what I forgot what I had here. What's going on with Mr. Mums here? Okay. Flynn, roll me a saving throw against petrification. That's on the front on your main tab. Okay. Ooh, Flynn. Flynn's take. We need to give you Flynn. All right, Flynn. You just got the mummy. When you fell down, the mummy swiped your back, and when he swiped your back, you had the sensation of every piece of water and moisture got sucked out of your body, almost at once. You have fallen into unconsciousness, and you are quickly fading. All right. Spurgner sees this, and he rushes back in. Actually, let me look at Spurgner. Yeah, he rushes back in with his staff, and tries to put this mummy away, and he cannot. Zert, he's not really sure. He doesn't like what happened to. He does not like what happened to Flynn, and he's got spooked. Zert is not engaging at all. All right, next round.
I still get my second shot, don't
Oh
I?
yes, you do. Go ahead. Sorry.
And now, do I get it from attacking from the rear because he's facing the other opponent?
I'll give you a +2 on that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll
Okay.
give you a +2. So add it manually.
You want just to roll a 20-sided dice, or I'll go back? Yeah, go back over here to the short sword. There we go. There we go.
You missed.
Not good.
2 or a 4. It's a miss. Yeah. Okay. So everyone roll initiative. Okay. Okay. Spurgner, he's amped up. He's going to he's going to where I gotta get Spurgner up here. Yep. Spurgner misses with his quarterstaff. Zert is in the back. He seems to have come to his senses, and instead he's going to throw a dagger. He does not want to. He doesn't want to get close to this thing. He misses with his dagger. Otto, it's your turn again.
All right.
You've missed. The mummy turns around and he attacks the next thing that he sees, which is Spurgner. He claws Spurgner, and he misses this claw with Spurgner. Flanagan is unconscious. Aloria, what do you want to do?
Hillary.
I can't throw a dagger.
You can throw a dagger. Hold on, let me fix something for you.
I can.
Yeah, you can throw a dagger. I need to fix you go into your character. I need to make you proficient in this. Non-weapon skill, weapon proficiency. This is going to obviously help a lot. Dagger. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Okay. Better. Okay, now you don't have a minus. Oh, yes, so you can throw a dagger, for sure. All you have to do is double-click the attack R to throw. Nice. Just missed. Just missed the, just missed. Okay.
All right. I get my last shot.
Yeah,
with
go
the
ahead.
bow.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay, new round. Everyone roll initiative.
Initiative again or not?
Yep. All right. Oh, these guys, yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to Zert. All right, Zert. Zert says, "Oh, screw it." He rushes in, and he swings his long sword at the mummy. and he misses that. Aloria, it's your shot. What would you like to do? If you want, you can cast Burning Hands again. You have 3 first level spells. You've used one. You can, I guess I could have told you that before. Or if you
I'm trying
want,
to figure out how to cast a
I'll
spell
let
again.
you. If you want, you could get up really close, and put your hands on the mummy, or really close, and just do like a really. It doesn't have to be at this distance. This is like basically point blank, burning hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll use that one again since that worked.
Okay, so you come up right next to him. You're over the body of Flanagan, who is unconscious, and you squeeze between Spurgner, and he failed it again. Go ahead and roll your damage. Nice. So you put your hands on him, and he lights up, and you see kind of a green glow just kind of wisp away from the body, and it crumbles into the floor, just a big pile of salt. And you have killed the salt mummy. Good job. And that ends the combat there. So, well done, guys. But you have a colleague who is dangerously low on.
Does anybody have any healing potions?
Now they're all in your backpacks. They're all in
All
your.
right, I'm going to call the 8 guards there and tell them to carry him back to the hive where we can get John and Dave back. And John, hopefully he can do cure light wounds or whatever and try to save the guy as quick as we can. I don't know what else to do if we don't have any healing potions.
I think you can. You guys can. Does anyone have medicine as a skill? And we didn't apply your skills yet, Hill. So I forget. I think maybe John might, but as a cleric. So let's just say passively you can stabilize them. Okay. Generally speaking, you guys can stabilize this Flanagan. And sure,
Okay.
sure, it's been 2
Let the
rounds.
guards carry him back.
To the guards, they the fact that you dispatched them and they watched it, you've gained some respect from them, because that was an evil that they were unable to do. So they are willing to do this.
Okay.
The guards still though won't come in. You'll have to carry him to the guards. They're still spooked.
All
Eh,
right, well, we'll carry him to the guards and get the guards to carry him the rest of the way. Is there anything shiny that appears to be gold or treasure with a quick observation? I'm not going to take all day,
Yeah, no,
but
you see nothing but white.
it just looks like salt. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
get him out of here, get back to the thing, and see if the guy keeps his word and gives us John and Dave back.
Okay. Okay. All right. So so you guys you make your way, you guys can make your way back, right? And if you guys make your way back over there. Okay.
And it's straight down this way to the salt mine, the, to the big hive.
Right. Right, big hive. There's also in your inventory, right? You've got some, pretty sure someone's got some potions here. I think even Flanagan's got some potions in his inventory pack. Um, Yeah, he does. He's got a healing potion. Otto, in your inventory, you've got a healing potion.
No, I give them one right away to stabilize them then.
Okay, so you guys get back. You rush to your pack. Meanwhile, the guards are telling the tribal leader what's going on, or at least the leader, who's not Caleb, what's happening, and meanwhile, you give this potion. You pour it down Flanagan's throat. So let's go ahead and adjudicate that. So healing potion, right here. 2d4. So roll me 2d4, Dickie. We'll see how much you heal him.
All right, I'm gonna do 1 and
4,
then
nice.
2.
Plus 2, 9 hit points back to Flynn.
Okay.
So let's get back to his main tab. Let's get back to combat tracker. Flynn. Okay, temporary wounds. Back down to 2. All right, so he is. You pour that down, and he coughs, and he's like, he's groggy, but coming to be a bit more alert. So well done. So you guys, anybody want to meet and thank Eloria? She did some massive damage to this salt mummy with her 2 flames. Maybe now that you guys are out of the woods, and maybe it's time for a quick introduction. There.
All right. Be careful holding a candle to Aloria. She might burn you up.
Spurgner, the mage, is like, oh wow, I've never seen anything like that. Can you teach me that spell? Right. And he's that was so cool. And Zert doesn't say anything. And then you guys are you see the Dromlin and Darvius bound and guarded. The tribal leader comes over to you and says, so you are worthy to go find and rescue our leader should he need rescuing. He says, true to my word, you shall have your companions back. And he nods, and they cut them loose. They cut them loose. But then he says, uh, um, he speaks in a language you don't understand, and they grab Spurgner and they grab Zert, and they shuffle them away. He says, however, I am not so foolish to think you won't run and conspire with the rebels more. You bring our Caleb back, and you will have these back as well, and you'll be free to go. Do not. None of you will live. Guards, show them the passageway. And with that, he turns his back on you. And the guards will allow you to get your belongings, minus Zert, minus Spurgner, and you are ushered out of this area, and you start to begin to go south.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to remove Zert. I'm removing Spurgner, and I'm going to add Darvius. I'm going to add Drummond back. Okay. Okay. Adding to the combat tracker. Everyone's in. Check. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so the guards lead you. Let me pull up the story here. The guards lead you generally in an east direction, and
East or south? Which were?
well, south and east. So basically, you guys are heading this direction. this way. Okay. You're going to the other side. You guys are going to the other side of the city, the chitin city. Lack of a better word. And before you, okay. Right. So before you, you see eroded. Hold on. Hold on. Well, you see a cliff-like scree that separates the upper cavern to the lower cavern. There is a small little pathway you can make yourselves down, and the guards point in that direction, indicating they want you to climb down that little path. Okay.
All right, well, we got to get our order that we're going to go now. Is this where we're going to leave it off, Andrew, or not?
Yeah. Let me prep it up for the next point, and I will then we'll pause. Okay. All right. So you guys make your way down this path, right? It's loose stones, but you're able to get down there. Okay. Okay. In which you find there's a cavern, kind of a pit/cavern down here. Eroded blocks of stone protrude from the southern wall of the cavern, exposing a hallway leading deeper. The end of the uncovered hall is sealed by a door of black iron. A figure in pale robes kneels before the black door in a position of supplication. That's interesting. They didn't mention a figure. And that is what you
Is it
see.
the figure a person, or is it a statue, or?
It's a person. It's a humanoid of some sort. Yeah. It is a humanoid of some sort. And there's a door there. So that is do you guys want to engage the figure or talk to him?
All right, Hillary, let's see you say something.
I am completely lost. I have no idea where we are. This map thing is irritating me.
Yeah. It's fine. Right. Yeah, no problem. It takes a little getting used to, and this map is a bit homegrown, right? So, but you're in this cavern, you're down here, and so here's how this should
Is there?
work. So let me, so there's a movement rate, Hill. So let me go ahead and lock the tokens. All right, so now you guys go ahead and move somewhere. Try to move
Well,
somewhere.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where the door is. I don't see it.
So you've asked to move 35 feet this way, and I either approve it or disapprove it. I'm going to approve it, and there you go.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah. So you don't know where the door is? The
No, I
door.
don't see a door.
Okay, hold on. Well, maybe the problem is, does anyone have
Right
a
on the east side, isn't it?
does anyone have a light on?
Oh, I see it. I see it.
So Hill, one of the things you can do is you say in your inventory, let's just say, and we'll build up your inventory. This was very spur of the moment for you, but let's go ahead and put a torch on you. So I'm going to go up to my effects, okay, and I'm going to put a torch
I see a
on.
door in the east here, but I don't see any figure in front of it.
Okay, so you now have a light, Hill, so you can go. Yeah, there's. I don't have the figure on. Hold on. I will fix that. So my story here.
This humanoid, is it elf sized or giant sized, or?
No, it's a chitin.
It's one of our Spider-Men.
It's one of your Spider-Men. He is right here. Okay, so he's right in front of the door.
Do we have guards behind us?
No, they stayed up top.
Well, let's tell the guy to open the door in the name of the last bozo that was ordering us around.
Right. The last guy calls himself like the father of the tribe. Let's just use that term, the father of the tribe.
Yeah.
The kneeling figure rises to his feet, and you can see that around his neck there's a key that is secured by like a web thong around his neck. Um, the chiton knows enough common tongue to say he is waiting for his master's return from beyond the door, and that the only way you can get through that door is through an arcane word of opening.
Open sesame.
He says, he further says, he doesn't submit he's loyal only to Callum. He takes no orders from anybody but Callum, and Callum told him to guard the door. He said this door will only open with a word of opening that um, you must get from the mist of the dragon. And the only way into the mist of the dragon is with this key. And the only way to get this key is off my dead body. And that,
Wait a second. The Mist of the Dragon's up on the very first level with that statue, right? And it wasn't putting out the mist anymore.
yeah, probably. I think you're probably right.
So
And that,
what's this guy?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, he won't give up the key unless we give him the word from the dragon. Is that it?
No, he says
To get to,
he's not giving you the key. The only way this door is opening is with to know the password, basically, magically, the word of opening. And the only way to get that word of opening is from up above, and he's not about to give up the key to that. So that's where you stand, and that's where we will leave it for this evening.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we'll let John and Dave them figure out what they want to do. I mean, I don't want to kill one more of these Spider-Men because there's so many of them. And
yeah. Well, I'm not even sure the other Spider-Man knows this one's down here, to be honest with you. This guy seems
right,
to be
but I'm
acting on his
saying
own, but yeah, I'm with you.
it's a fairly good excuse if we go back and say, look, there's a guy with the key around it, but he won't give it up unless we get the magic word. We got to go back up to the first floor to get it.
Yeah.
Do you want to let us go, or do you want to give us the magic word so we can get it from him?
Yeah. Okay. You guys, you play it however you play it. There's no problem. There's no
We'll
wrong
do it
answer.
next week that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no wrong answer. So what we do, Hill, we're gonna give you, we gotta give out some experience here for, um, bring open the party sheet, and you guys took care of the mummy, so I need to bring that up and put that on. Yeah, don't have it in there. So this is kind of kind of how it goes, Hill. You did good. And this is a bit ad hoc for me tonight. This was a bit of just a short little thing. We're a little bit more buttoned up than this normally. But um, did you like it so far?
We'll see.
Say yes and come back.
Yeah.
We'll see. Even though I have a command spell, would I be able to command that thing to give us the password?
Very
We could
possible.
try it next
Yeah,
week.
very possibly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a
You
great
could tell
idea.
him to say open.
That is a very good idea.
Oh, I could command him to open it too. That's true.
Okay, I got to take Otto off because I got to take these guys off the party sheet real quick because they did not um, fight the mummy. Dromlin's got to go, and Darby's got to go.
I get extra experience for killing him.
Yeah, you get extra experience for planning character. I'm gonna give extra experience for planning character. So we're gonna award this. All right, so you guys just got experience for the salt mummy. And then award personal play 200. I give an extra 200 experience there and there and there. Okay. So so what you do now, so I've given the experience. What you guys want to do is go to open your character sheet, go to main, class and level, click the magnifying glass. There's a little check mark. Go ahead and apply that check mark. Keep applying the check mark until it's exhausted.
Go to what again?
The main part of your character sheet, and go to the main part of your character sheet where it says thief or fighter mage. There's a magnifying glass under class and level. Click the magnifying glass, and there's going to be a check mark next to your total XP. You need
All
to.
right, so 767. Okay, I see it.
Okay, and for some
I think I
reason,
got it.
yeah, for some reason it didn't apply the personal one. Okay, so go ahead and apply that. Click it. I'll apply it, or maybe I have to apply it. I don't know if you guys can or not. I don't know. I went ahead and applied it. Are you able to apply it? Hmm.
I applied 166.
Okay, good. Flanagan, let's see. Yeah, you applied yours, didn't you, Flynn, or did you not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think mine's done too.
Auto. For some reason, the personal one I gave out didn't. It only went to auto. I think I was doing it backwards. Okay, so let me do that for you guys. Give what I gave to auto. Okay. Not allow me to do it. Hold on. Go back to Flynn. Tab. Look. No, it didn't. Okay. So I'm just going to do something different. I'm just going to do it manually. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to apply it manually. Cool. And Loria, I'm going to apply yours manually. 3666. We're going to go to even 4,000. Cool. Cool. All right. So that is good. But absolutely, command would be a really cool thing to try actually next time on this guy. Because it's not, the beauty of this game is, frankly, early games is not just hack and slash, go and swing your sword. It's using your head and being smart and pitting things against each other and thinking, using your resources wisely. And imagine you had ventriloquism. Maybe you could, I don't know. Maybe you could like trick this guy in thinking his master was coming back. Who knows? Whatever. So. Okay. That is it. So let's see, anything else to take care of? No, I think that's pretty well it. I gotta work on my sound again, but
Right. Is everybody back next week, or is some of them still gone?
No, I think John's back next week.
Okay.
I
We'll
am
be gone.
next week. You'll be gone. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't even know what next week is. We'll have to think about it. Oh, that's July 4th, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what day that's on.
No, it's not July 4th. What am I thinking?
No, next week's the
23rd.
23rd.
23rd, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
make a YouTube video of this one, Andrew?
I did. Yep. We're recording
All
as we
right, cool.
speak. Yep. So John
Yeah,
and
I'll
Dave
have
can see
something
it.
else to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll get it to YouTube. So one of the things though I did want to one of the things I wanted to amend. First of all, guys, there are going to be times when you want to do something that you may not want the party to know about, or maybe back and forth. So if you click on somebody or me, you can whisper. If you right click on the portrait of anybody, there's a whisper icon, and you can click that, and you can whisper in the bottom tab. So the cool thing is, Gloria, so like an example, you're going to
Oh,
know
I see that.
for languages, an example, let's see, skills, languages. I'm going to type in Elven. Okay, you're going to know that. And you're going to know common, of course. I'm going to go ahead and type in something Elvish. And you'll see it come up in, oh, it's Elvish. It's not Elven, it's Elvish.
You should get extra languages because of our intelligence when
Yeah,
you roll that.
she will. We'll have to fix that, right? So if I say hello, it will come in the chat box. Why didn't she understand that? What am I doing wrong? Oh, because it's one line at a time, I think. Elvish, add language. I think common's a given, obviously. Just imagine Sylvan or something. Okay. Let's try that again. Yes, now it's understood by Eluria. See that? So Elvish was written there. It's understood by you and by Flynn, but not anyone else. If I said this, not understood by anybody. It's in a language you guys can't read. So it's kind of cool how it you can do that. But if you guys
Oh,
want
I
to
can't
chat,
see it. It just says translation check. Oh, so check.
yeah.
Is that what you typed?
But you can, yeah, translation hello. But you saw above it, you saw where it's like a bunch of scribbly scrib. Like Dicky can't see the translation of that. He just sees a scribbly scrib. Okay, because he can't speak
Yeah, I see the
Elvish.
GM. How do I get to you, Andrew?
Um,
I don't see your picture of the GM.
yeah, no, it's a good question. I've never had a chat myself, but if you click, that is a good question. How do you do that? Whisper GM? I don't know. I'll have to
We'll
look
have
it
to
up.
worry about that next week.
Somebody would tell me if I'm sure they know. But yeah, but there could be times when you might want to say, I'm going to quietly stay back, right? Or you might want to say, I'm going to do this thing, or I'm going to do this thing, or I'm going to shake my head at this person. I don't want anyone else to see. Whatever. There can be times when you want to be, when you might want to tell me something, and I will certainly tell you guys something from time to time to say, like, I'll roll some dice and I'll say, I'll whisper to one of you, say, you have a suspicion that you're being set up, right? Or you have a suspicion that something's amiss here. You are very, very paranoid at the moment. And, I can't say it out loud, but I'll whisper it to you guys. And then you guys, what you want to do with that information is up to you. You might want to say nothing, or you might want to tell the other party, or in some way saying, like, take action. And then also, one thing we're going to change, Dickie, particularly with thieving, there are some things you guys, we do a check on. You say, okay, I want to see if there's, I want to see if there's any traps here, right? And we roll a percentile dice. And we say, Ah, 39. No, you don't find any traps, knowing you need a 35. Well, that kind of tells you that you failed to hit a number. So, but when you fail to find a trap, you don't know that it's there or not there, right? So, um, some things are obvious. If you fail or succeed, it's very obvious. If you don't succeed, like you listen at the door, you don't hear anybody behind it. That doesn't mean there's not someone behind it. You just didn't hear it. So sometimes I might ask you to drop your rolls into the dice tower. That's that little tower. When I drop some in the dice tower, you don't see the results, right? If I ask you, drop in the dice tower,
Is
right,
that how you do it?
exactly. Yep. And you just rolled. You don't know what that number was, but I saw it. It's number 5, but you couldn't see it. So in this way,
Okay.
I'll ask you guys to make a check in the dice tower. You drop it in the dice tower, and then I'll tell you what, if you succeeded or not, but you won't know the number. This way, when you roll something like find traps, as far as you know, you succeeded admirably as a thief on finding that trap, but you really didn't, and there is a trap there, right? So it doesn't bias the thinking here. Um, it's just, if you think
No,
about it, it's
I
just a
mean, you
way.
could say there's two traps on it. You found one, but not the other or something.
Yeah, it could be something, but this is just a way to keep some things in a degree of uncertainty, which is good.
Okay.
Things like you know, um, climb walls. Yeah, you're either going to climb a wall or you're not going to climb a wall. Read languages. You either read it or you don't. But hear noise is different. Find traps is different. Open a lock. You either
Okay.
do it or you don't do it. So some roles will be in the open, some will not be in an open. So,
Oh,
but
oh, Hillary, you might want to look at a spell called message if you're worried about sending a message to somebody, like a one-word message. I
yeah,
think it is. That it's just between you and the user, and you can just tell Andrew about it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's some cool spells. To look it up. And there is, like, for instance, Hill, the book. I'll pull up the reference manual under books. You can pull up any of these, by the way. Player's Handbook as an example. I'm gonna pull it up, and I'm gonna look under Wizard. All right, and I'm gonna look under spell progression. Although maybe it's under player abilities. Um, the ability scores, yeah, intelligence. Intelligence table
Yeah, I think
4.
she's like plus 2 extra languages or 3.
Yes, yes, here it is. Um, 17. Yeah, she got 6 languages she can learn. She can have up to
Oh
6
wow.
languages. And uh, her highest level can be 8th level of a spell. Her chance of learning a spell is 75% right off the bat. Maximum number of spells per level, she can have 14 spells per level. Pretty cool. Now the cool thing is, Hill, and Justin, Justin knows, but just because your intelligence is 17 doesn't mean it can't be an 18, 19, 20, 21 with the right magic items. You can crank up your intelligence much higher. So that's part of the fun, is you're going to get things along the way that are going to help you get more powerful, more skilled, and things like that. And then the other part of the fun is there's a backstory. So for instance, if you bring up your character sheet again, there's a main tab, a skills tab, and we're going to add skills. You have some skills to add. Um, but under notes, if you go under notes, there's all sorts of stuff you can put here. Um, and the cool thing about, like, Chat GPT, right, is you can say, we can go to Chat GPT and open a window, and I'll say something like, let me go to Chat GPT. And I'll drop it in Discord real quick. So I'll go to my old Greyhawk world builder, and I'll say, um, give me a background for a half elf mage female named Luria Everspell. Okay, give me a background. I might drop this in. I might copy it and drop it in the chat. You can see. Wow, very very detailed. Yeah, wow. Yeah, GPT is going crazy here. Okay, so let me copy this, and now I'm going to bring it to Discord, and now I put it in the text channel where we had your pictures.
Chaotic good, age 38. Wow, you're putting some mileage on her, aren't
This is just what it came up with. If you click the download, you'll see it right there. I think.
Expand message.
Yeah,
The arrow down arrow that.
I
Okay.
got. Yeah, do that.
I see something from Microsoft. Okay,
Okay.
maybe this is an open file.
Yeah.
Okay, age 38. Home Verbonic. 5'8". Wow. All that came up at once?
Yeah. Immediately. I'll try to. Let me do it a different way here. Let me just go old fashioned and copy it over. Okay. Control C. Let me go back to Discord now and Control V. Now it's doing the same thing.
Marauding humanoids in the gnarly forest? Wow. You didn't know you did all this stuff, did you?
I don't know if Hill's seeing it or not, but and that's just like
Fiercely intelligent.
that's just random, right? That's just completely random. I could put in more things like she's fiercely independent, or maybe she's not. Maybe she's secretly scared of some things, or scared of being alone, or whatever. Or
Spiders.
yeah, give a background as to why she. You can set her age. She's 17 years old, or whatever, 27, or
She's
whatever.
38 in here.
I know that was just random, but you can redo
Right.
it.
No, I'm just reading
Right,
it. I'm just.
right, yeah. But it's cool. You can set her
Well, why didn't
wherever.
you do one of these for me?
I can do it right now if you want.
Yeah, I just like to know something about myself. I put in my stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I only
Well,
put single lines.
all right.
Make sure you say something about my girlfriend Alice. So I got to get back
No,
to the end
no.
of the welcome winch.
There's no Alice here. Give me a background
It's
for
Alice the waitress, man. I gave her
Otto
a necklace. I'm setting her up.
the dwarf, who is a thief. He gained the nickname Magnificent. Uh, um, he is. What do you want to say? What color hair do you? Anything you want to add here? Black hair, gold hair.
Whatever,
I don't
whatever
know.
you want to. I mean, I don't know what color hair do dwarves have.
I have no idea. All sorts, I take it. Uh, okay.
Just
We'll just
put
go with.
just put gray hair. That's fine.
Okay. Here we go. And it gave you neutral, yeah. All right, so I will copy this and
All right. So where do I get back to look this up? I got to get back to Discord. Is that it?
yeah, I'll copy as soon as it's done spitting out everything. I will
I mean, they're going to put every writer in Hollywood out of business.
yeah, this is it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan, of course. And
No, but
what
I'm saying they write up stuff like this, then they send it out to 10,000 people to read it, and
right.
they put a survey on it and see which one sells best.
Yeah,
And
sure.
that's how they keep redoing their characters over and over.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's
Well, I'm
made
just saying the idea of what we used to do to learn how to be a good writer and this, that, and the other thing. I'm just
right. No, I know. Yeah.
okay. Where's it? Where did that thing go?
Down there at the
Back to
bottom.
Discord.
Otto the Magnificent.
Okay, download. I think was it the first one or the second one?
It's the last one, Otto the Magnificent.
Okay, I think it's this one. Dwarf thief. Here we go. Find out about myself. 82. Wow, my
Well,
actual age. Iron Gate. 4'6". Okay. Otto is bustling the city of Iron Gate. Wow. Fortified walls. Da da da. Stealth, agility, and slipping away from his chores. Page 40. The Magnificent. A priceless gem from a heavily guarded mansion of a wealthy merchant. Where's the money? I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
Are you reading this?
yeah, it's just random, right? Well, we can dial it in. I need to,
Oh, that's cool. I got to figure out how to read this when I'm at the poker game tomorrow. I guess it's still on Discord, so I'll just
yeah,
have to
yeah, it'll be,
do it on my phone. But I haven't been able to get it back into my phone. I probably have to log in or something. Who knows?
yeah.
I'll just read it here.
But you can change stuff. Okay, sounds good, but change this. He's not from Iron Gate, but he's from this town. Okay, change this. He's this, but not this.
Yeah, but I mean, Iron Gate's an actual town in Greyhawk,
Oh
so
yeah,
this thing must have parameters.
it did. I pre-programmed it to have parameters that it's in Greyhawk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool, Andrew.
Yeah, yeah. It
You
is.
wanted me to write my own backstory. Shit, why would I do that when I got this?
Well, some people like to do it. I don't know.
I'm a deeply private individual who rarely lets anyone get too close, except for me and Alice.
Yeah, yeah, right. Okay.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you, you're
All
gonna
right.
come in handy one day.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, it's a good game.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good stuff.
Nice
Yeah.
meeting you, Hillary.
Yeah. Bye.
She's gone.